Welcome to a very special episode of Marbella Life. Today we celebrate episode number 50, and for the first time, I'm the guest. Recorded at the stunning new Amu Marbella Beach Club, my friend Karoline turns the microphone around and interviews me about the journey that brought me to Marbella. We talk about work, motherhood, mindset, passion, and purpose, and what it really means to build a life and brand in Marbella. This is a personal one. I'm Tene Sommer, and this is Marbella Life podcast episode 50.
But who am I? I feel like, in a nutshell, I'm like a chameleon also. I feel like I live 5 different lives. You know, I'm a mom, I'm a podcaster, I'm a marketing, social media person. Hard things that happened to me, and this happened to me, and that person did to me, and okay, but if I want to change my life, I actually have to start changing myself first. Or how can you become successful in Marbella? It's definitely when you do what you promise.
But of course, everyone can become successful, but how do you maintain that? And how do you become...
Do what you promise, be on time, and work harder than they expect you to do. To my partner and the father of my children, you know, he's been so successful and has given also us the opportunity to live this amazing life here.
No, but it takes two. It takes two.
But of course, when we started with my, you know, like I said, I stayed here for love and for Sam, and you know, when I met him, he was living with his parents. We were 25, we were young, and I was thinking like, oh, this is going to be like a summer romance. And I was quite stressed. Oh my God, where am I going to get a new job from one day to another? But I actually went to 2 different companies, and I said who I've worked with previously, so they knew how I work, and they said, actually, we don't have an opening, but we want to hire you because we know how you work. So then I thought like, wow, how important it was that I showed up, I did what I did, you know? So that landed me my next job, which was...
This episode is brought to you by Medicare Clinic, the first and only hair transplant clinic located within a 5-star hotel in Marbella.
Hello everyone, welcome to this special episode of Marbella Life. It's the 50th episode. Can you believe it? I can't believe it! Oh, it's so exciting. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. Congratulations to me, to you, to everyone who supported and watched this show. I'm so happy to be doing this. And I was thinking long time, who could I have as the 50th guest? And I had someone very special in mind, but I couldn't get in touch with her yet. But she's gonna come. So I thought, listen, I'm gonna do something totally different today. I'm not going to be the interviewer, but I'm going to be the guest. And I have the lovely, beautiful Karoline here, who's going to be grilling me, drilling me. I'm joking.
I feel special. I feel selected.
I thought it's time for me to maybe share a little bit more about me. I've always been more behind the scenes and giving everyone the spotlight, let them talk, whatever they want to say. But now it's like time for me to say what brought me to Marbella, what have I been doing before.
I'm so curious.
What are we
asking
doing now?
all these questions.
You know,
who is this Tene, my friend and business partner?
So
tell me, Tene, where are we today?
We're in Amu Marbella. It's like, I feel like this is the latest hidden gem in Marbella. Maybe not so hidden after this episode, but it's located in Grand Hotel Marbella grounds, beachside. I mean, the sun here is almost like Tarifa. It's one of my favorite beaches here. It's so beautiful. And I mean, you can see a bit of the setting. It's just like, wow, it's like a Hollywood movie scene. Honestly, I can't believe
paradise.
It's paradise. It's a beautiful venue, beautiful place.
Yeah. It fits us perfectly. Yes, we do.
Because
we just got a mimosa.
Is my partner for Closets and Cocktails, if anyone doesn't know. It's the event we do for pre-loved vintage things. And yeah, this is the first episode we're actually going to drink alcohol.
Is it alcohol? I thought it was just orange juice.
Well, we can just pretend it's oranges, but it's a mimosa. So
yes. Cheers to
and thank you
to
for
us
coming,
and
Karoline.
for having me here.
Yeah, and actually, I'm gonna ask some questions back from you. I can't help it. It's like
no, but I want to know this iconic Tene. You're interviewing all these interesting entrepreneurs in Marbella. Going deep, investigating, getting to know them. You're like, who are you? Who is this person? The friend of mine and my business partner that I do these amazing Closets and Cocktails with. I think people want to know. People are curious because you inspire a lot of people. in many ways. I could go on and on and on, but I want to hear your words. So tell me a little bit. We could talk forever, I know.
We could talk forever. I'm happy if I get to inspire people. That will be amazing. But who am I? I feel like, in a nutshell, I'm like a chameleon also. I feel like I live 5 different lives. You know, I'm a mom, I'm a podcaster, I'm a marketing, social media person. I'm, you know, a friend, a sister. You know, I feel like we wear so many hats as women. So I feel like, you know, you see part of my life through my Instagram and through the podcast, where I'm quite like, you know, composed. I show beautiful things because I want to inspire people. There is, you know, this beautiful place, Marbella. So many nice things around, but of course there's so many sides to my life, and I'm running around in trainers and leggings most of the days after my kids, you know, and working hard, working at nights, you know.
Entrepreneur, you're a mom, you're a beautiful woman, like you inspire so many women. What is your secret? What is your passion? How do you always vibrate? You have this energy around you that inspires me. Really.
I think that's the best compliment. If you say like, I love all these things about energy. If you say you love my energy, that's the biggest compliment.
That's why I work with you. That's why you're my friend.
That's why you're my friend. I love your energy and your outfit. But wow, I mean, of course, I've changed. I just turned 40, and I feel like there's just something happens in that age. And of course, when you become a mom, you know yourself, you're a mom yourself, and you just change so much. And just when you hit 40, you kind of, I don't know, maybe probably because all the experiences you go through, you change so much, and then you discover so much.
It's like a new chapter in life.
And I feel like
you live the half life, and you kind of reflect on that.
But I also feel like I am much more open to everything, to be honest. I'm much more open-minded, and that's why I love this podcast also. It really, I try not to judge anyone until I've heard, not even when I've heard your story. I've never walked your shoes, I've never lived your life, so never judge anyone.
Exactly.
You know, to be open to everything. And, you know, I really love Joe Dispenza's work, you know, how he, you know, when I was really in a hard time in my life, I really used his work and his meditations and interviews to kind of uplift me and bring me back. And I love what he said, actually. This resonates so much with me, and I'm sure it helps.
Share, please.
It's like when you're in this hard moment or difficult situation or getting angry or whatever, then you think like, what would love do? How would love act right now? And then, of course, it's not like I'm a saint. No, I get angry. We all get these moments. But when you become aware at least, and then you start acting better and becoming to be in a better energy and frequency, and it's just like, I think your whole life changes, you know? Because you know, like, we are our energy and frequency. If you change your frequency and energy, everything around you changes.
Everything around
and
changes.
also when you're just like moaning about life, of course, hard things have happened to me, and this happened to me, and that person did to me, and okay, but if I want to change my life, I actually have to start changing myself first.
Totally, and that's what I love about you, how you embrace difficulties and challenges, and how you learn from it, and how you grow and become stronger and move on, and how you just embrace life.
I just feel like we have no other option. What am I going to do? Of course I cry. I do my crying in the car, in the pillow, and then I get up and I'm like, okay, so now what?
But
what's next?
But that's resilience. That is empowering, and that is...
But I do think like this, let's say, strength that I feel like I have now, this is just built by years, experience, you know, going out, trying new things, not being afraid. You know, this is like the best advice that I think I could give my children or anyone out there. Just don't be afraid. Try new things. Let's try it out, you know. If you fail, well, at least you learn, you gain something from it, you know.
But you've also been in Marbella for many, many, many years, Tene.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. You survived many years. So tell me, what brought you here? Tell me the beginning, and just...
So just
I know it's a long story, and we could go on,
long
but...
story short,
but I don't know also. I want to know, like, what
brought me here? Well, I was born in Pärnu, in Estonia. It's a really small town, 50,000 people, you know, like a village in that sense. And I don't know, at one point, I really decided at one point in my life, I really want to leave Estonia. Like I felt like, you know, I just want to see the world more. Maybe it was when we, you know, when I was a child, we didn't have TV that much, but later on we started getting more TV programs. Maybe I just got really curious what's out there and just want to travel. And I just really, really wanted to go and travel, see the world. So honestly, what really I think also was like a life-changing point in my life, or something that happened that changed my trajectory or my mind, was when my cousin showed me the movie The Secret.
No way!
And I was like 20 or 21. Yeah, and she called me over and she was like, oh my God, you gotta see this movie. Like, you're gonna be
You
like
were 21
mind-blown.
years old.
Yeah, I think it was 2005.
And you
just
came
like
here what year? You came here
2010.
2010.
So, but she showed me the movie and we're both like, wow, mind blown. Wow, oh my God, this is possible. What? Wow, we start doing our vision boards, this and that. And then, you know, I was doing my thing, but of course then you forget, you know, so what happens, a new thing comes and then you kind of forget about it. But I remember putting palm trees on my background, on my Nokia.
It's so
Nokia.
interesting.
And
Man,
then
you're starting to manifest.
Six months later, I was in Miami. So, and then I looked at the background of the phone and I was like, that's the same place. And I just like wasn't even thinking about it, but you know, it was just, you know, things started happening. But of course, this, like I said, I was so eager to go and see the world, travel, try, you know, new things, you know, because after the school, I went to university, I studied actually English literature, English language, and, but then I took a gap year. I went to America, stayed in Miami for like 6 months. I tried to do some dancing work because I was doing dancing at the time, but then I quickly realized that this life without a green card, to be an immigrant there, I thought, this is just too much. Suddenly just like thought, no, I'm gonna go back home. And then I stayed in Estonia for like 4 years, I think. And I was working on actually journalism and some events and a nightclub. I was trying to, you know, I was doing many, many things. And it's just like the jobs kept on like coming to me. I was not really looking, they just kept on coming. And I was like, okay, this is something new. I've never tried it, but let me give it a go. That's why I tell people, like, just don't be scared to try new things. Like, even if you think like, oh, but I didn't study journalism, how can I now do that? Of course, I wasn't a serious journalist, but just give it a go, try, learn, you know, like adapt and, you know, don't be afraid.
Exactly, because if there's one word that, for me, that defines you is curiosity.
Definitely.
You're so curious and open-minded and always like positive for trying new things and not judgmental.
Because that's what I think is going to take you somewhere new.
Exactly.
Sometimes if you're just sitting at home and thinking, nothing's happening to me, and you know, this, I don't know, is it so hard? Is it so expensive?
Can I do this?
Or,
you know,
just try
it. Yes,
of course.
exactly.
You don't have to take the big leap. Just take the little steps. And I remember when I first came to Marbella, so I started working in journalism. I was working with a big media company in Estonia, women's media company there. He had an online website, they were doing events, and they started an online magazine here, Amu Marbella. And they asked me, would you like to come also and work on this project? I was like, of course. Like, again, like my palm trees, like something that I had in the back of my...
I'd love
to. Let's go.
It.
And I was singing also at that time, which is something that people usually don't know about me.
You've done everything.
But I think it's just all the creative arts. If I think about the stuff I done, I went to art school, music school, dance school.
You have so many talents. You've used all your talents.
You know. Yeah, but I would say the talents are all more on the creative side.
Yes.
When you think I'm not really that into math or accounting or any
but
that. But, you know.
don't say that. I've seen your talents.
But so I came here, and I was working in this online magazine. So I came for work, and of course, like I think everyone, we stay for the love.
Did you find the love here?
Yes, of course
you did.
Find
love.
You
found the love.
Although when I came
not a lot
here,
of people do that in Marbella.
To be honest, when I came here, and Marbella, back what it was 15 years ago.
It's 15 years ago.
It was a place actually where I was looking around. I was thinking like, I'm never gonna find anyone here. Everyone was like 80 plus, and you know, and then party people who came for the summer. There was really, you know, it was such a different place.
So you say Marbella has changed a lot.
So much. Yeah. I mean, now we have like I think such a variety of people. We have families here, young people coming here, more universities, more you know, so digital nomads coming here. Like we get all these kind of people, and this has inspired me to do the podcast.
Yes.
To show the variety of people we have here. It's not just entrepreneurs. It's not just tourists. It's not just retired people. Like we have everything,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And like you also, you've
yeah,
come here. You're not recently, but how many years have you been?
8 years ago,
8
I came
years.
with my family. Yes,
So
yes.
exactly. So I think over the years people have started coming, and especially after COVID. You know, COVID was really the point where people saw, okay, they could do a lot of stuff online. We can live here then, you know, and it's a great place. It's a safe place, and I mean the lifestyle here is just.
And
wonderful.
honey, what has been the biggest lesson living and working in Marbella?
Biggest lesson.
I'm just trying to. There's so much I want to touch with you, but.
I think.
And what made you like
biggest-
still stay here, and what drives you in Marbella? What inspires you?
I think the biggest lesson, or something that is so unique about Marbella here, is that, or any place to be honest, I wouldn't limit it to Marbella, is that anything is possible here.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, when you have a certain maybe stereotype about Marbella, it's also not true, because here you can meet so many amazing people. You can do so many amazing businesses here. I feel like the options are endless
Only
here.
possibilities.
So
yeah.
I feel like Marbella has really opened my mind, because I've met so many different people from so many nationalities, from so many different backgrounds. It's not just the playground of the
But how
rich
do you
and
survive
famous,
then?
you
How
know?
do you survive? How do you keep your feet on the ground? How do you evolve? How do you grow? How do you become a better person? Like, because this is what I see
think-
with you. You know,
But I think also
for you, you are that person in Marbella that is just growing, evolving, becoming more beautiful, vibrant, creating more good things for Marbella. You know,
hope so.
because you have.
But I think how to kind of survive here, or what will make you, why, or how can you become successful in Marbella? It's definitely when you do what you promise.
But of course, everyone can become successful. But how do you maintain that? And how do you become?
do what you promise, be on time, and work harder than they expect you to do. Because that's what I learned when I started working for that online magazine. We always promised something for the clients, but we always did like 10% more. We're always were not on even time, but earlier, you know, and I don't think that was like expected here. We are like a little bit more laid back here. Everyone's a bit late, na. So when someone comes in and actually does the work, actually is on time, and I think over the years I actually built up my reputation from
exactly,
that. And I feel like
exactly.
every little job, every little thing I did from the past, I didn't realize how important it was. But actually I think people remember those little things.
Exactly.
And when I had a problem with that person who hired me here, and I had to have a court case and things, and I was quite stressed. Oh my God, where am I going to get a new job from one day to another? But I actually went to 2 different companies, and I said who I worked with previously, so they knew how I work, and they said, actually, we don't have an opening, but we want to hire you because we know how you work. So then I thought, like, wow, how important it was that I showed up. I did what I did, you know. So that landed me my next job, which was I worked in Sala Group in the marketing office, and I started there as like the PR social media person when social media was just like coming up. Let's say they were like, oh, Facebook, yeah, whatever, do whatever this Facebook is, you know, like you can do that. And of course then slowly, you know, at that time it just started growing, and then they realized, oh yeah, we actually do need a person for doing the Facebook, the PR. So I think social media is just something that I kind of accidentally fell into, and I've learned it as I've just started to use it. I love taking pictures myself. I started my own blog because I had so many pictures. And yeah, it's so weird. I honestly, I hate this term like influencer or blogger, but for me it's just like sharing experiences. Like I would share with my friend, like, oh my God, I went to this beautiful place, Amu, I need to show you pictures, no? Like we would do that. So that's what I tried to do with my Instagram or blog, just share the amazing experiences I've had, and I want more people to see it. Why like gatekeep it, no?
Exactly.
Why we're like, we got keep this place for me and my friends. No, like
Exactly.
let's show it.
So another question, because you've been here for so many years and you worked in so many different businesses and you know a lot of people, and one thing, what is missing in Marbella? What do we need, like in terms of entrepreneurship, or what do you think is missing here? Even though we are creating something that is new and different and needed, we are.
Yeah.
But except for closets and cocktails.
I mean, fashion-wise, I think there's so much to
Yeah,
do here.
yeah.
So much space, I think, for amazing fashion brands. But personally, what I'm like missing a little bit is family spots and more places for kids, for families, family friendly. Of course, the beach clubs are family friendly. You can come, but even just like, for example, in my country, and I'm sure in your country it's the same, that, you know, even in a restaurant, just to have a little corner for the kids, some crayons, you know. I mean, the Spanish are so kids friendly, like themselves, but I just feel like we should have more of these family friendly places here. That's definitely, and you can see that happening. Even talking to John in my previous episode, Forum is building like a huge kids club now, because they can see this part is missing. We have so many families coming here, but we need something also for the kids, you know. I think people are thinking that all we get here is people who drink champagne. No, well, we get families also, and they need activities for the kids. They need place for the kids. So I think this is something to think about. If you come in here, do something along these lines, and it will be a success. Should we have a drink?
I should have a new mimosa.
Yes.
Bartender.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. The glass is empty.
Can we fill this one with another mimosa, please?
Yes, please.
Thank
if
you.
it's possible.
Of course,
Okay.
it's possible. Anything's possible.
Everything's possible. No, I'm really captivated by you. And
No, but
how do you juggle and manage motherhood and kids and being an entrepreneur and a businesswoman? How do you
I don't like
handle it?
actually like to say like I'm some big businesswoman and.
But you are. Say it.
I'd like to manifest it.
Yeah, you are. Be proud
but
of it.
Of course, I must.
You create amazing. No, but
for sure.
but
I
you
must say
create
also
amazing
still thank
things.
you to my partner and the father of my children. You know, he's been so successful and has given also us the opportunity to live this amazing life here.
No, but it takes two. It takes two.
But of course, when we started with my, you know, like I said, I stayed here with for love and for Sam. And, you know, when I met him, he was living with his parents. We were 25, we were young. And I was thinking like, this is going to be not another, but like a summer romance. Because honestly, at that time, like I said, that summer I was here and I was thinking, I'm never going to meet anyone in Marbella. You know, just because I was young and single, I was thinking, you know, maybe I could date someone. I was like, no, everyone is like 70 plus, 80 plus. I was going to these Rotary events, which were elegant and lovely, but I was like, everyone was quite old. And I think the type of people who were here were the retired people or the women who were just like housewives. When I was asking like, so what are you doing? Like trying to have this conversation, they were like, no, nothing, I'm just at home, you know? And I was like, hey, that's fine, like no judgment. But I was like, I just wanted to have like more juicy conversations. And at that time, Marbella was different. But then, so we met at a young age, and I actually remember I was really tempted to go back home because the person who hired me here offered me a very good job back home. She said, come back in September and I'll give you this like super good salary, like all these in this media company again, like, and I was so tempted.
It's
and I
like
was really
always like
career
that,
driven. I was like, okay, this sounds so good. So I went to tell Sam, listen, I think I'm going to leave in September. Like, I think I'm going to go back because I got this good job offer and I really want to do it. And like when I told him that, then I think he started crying and I started crying and I was just like, I don't know, like why is it so hard
we have to continue,
leave?
but it's always like that.
And I was like, why?
Yeah.
It's like my heart
it's like
was
life
saying,
is testing you, and
my heart is saying like stay.
Yeah.
And my
What is
brain
your heart
saying, you should
choosing?
go.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, just.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go crazy.
Yes.
I'm gonna listen to my heart.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
And of course, my boss at that time, she said, it's all right if you stay because I still had the job here. So I thought also I'm not going to another country. I have this job here at least. Of course, it was a better job offer back home, but I was like, okay, at least I have already something here. It's not like I'm starting at zero.
You met the love of your life.
And I was like, okay, let's move in, let's go on, let's see what happens. So yeah, I think also like when you are in this moment in your life, your brain, heart. I mean, always go with the heart. You can't go wrong. I mean, of course, do whatever is right for you. But I feel like whenever we make decisions with our heart, and you know, you really feel it if it's the right choice or not. You know, then even if it's on paper, you think, no, this is a better offer. But no, I will never regret staying here.
So, honey, what has been the biggest challenges regarding love life and family
my God, where do
living
I
in
start?
Marbella? Yeah. That's
Do you
another
have an
episode.
hour?
That's another episode. That's another
I
episode.
would say,
let's toast for love.
Let's toast for love. I think, of course, when you're loved, you are risking that you're going to get hurt. And I think there's, they almost come hand in hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, I've had my hard moments. I think probably getting divorced was really the hardest time for me. But I also feel like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be probably half the person I am today.
Exactly.
And to be honest, at that time, Marbella Life was born. It's always like when one door closes, another one opens.
That's how it is.
And I was like, I need to do something. I felt like there's something in me that I need to do.
That is pushing you and
so, and of course, but I mean, for someone, when you are in a hard moment in your life, I mean, you'll find something that I think will resonate with you. But for me, like I said, Joe Dispenza and all these kind of, I don't know if everyone is maybe not that spiritual. You don't have to be. You'll find, that's why I think there's so many mentors out there. You'll find something that resonates with you. But I feel like he really gave me this optimism and positivity to just like forget what's in the past. I think people's stories are always interesting and you need to know where you come from. Don't forget about your roots, but also let us not be defined by our past, but just let's learn from it and then just think what is possible moving forward. Exactly. If I'm constantly in the victim mindset, oh, this happened to me and poor me and oh my God, then I don't think my future will not be anything different from my past. So I think it really pushed me to just think
but that is
positive
really,
and
exactly.
push forward.
And you're really like a person that believes in the law of attraction.
Totally. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
I mean, like when you've seen Secret and when you've seen how it works, you can't deny it. For sure you've tried it in your life, no? Yeah. Have you?
Every day.
You see?
Live by. Hi, beautiful people. We just had a little break and now we're back with Tene Sommer. And my next question, I have so many questions. So
okay, come on. Hit me with it.
Why did you start this podcast?
When I started, 2023 December it was. Well, like I said, I was going through a hard time in my life. I was, I don't want to say like half depressed.
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, I just feel like I've been like this creative person. I want to start something. I have new ideas all the time.
Yeah.
And I had this podcast idea actually in my mind for a while. And I met up with this friend, Gretel. She's an amazing person. I have a podcast episode with her actually. I'm going to link it below so you can watch it.
Do that.
She's such an inspiration. And we had a nice dinner. And she said, I'm going to start a podcast about real estate. And you should kind of do something about Marbella and Marbella Life for the people. And I was like, should I? I don't know. Like you always are like, I don't know. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I don't know how does, podcast work? We got a studio. And she's like, yeah, I've been searching for studios. We can, I was like, okay, share it with me. We'll see. And then I already put this thought in my head. It was like a little seed that was growing.
Yeah.
But I thought just to do I was thinking Marbella Life. How can I do it in the studio, just like a podcast to listen? I was like, this needs to be with a video. If I do it, there's so many beautiful people here, so many beautiful places. We have to show it with a video. So I had a friend here from Estonia, and he's a TV producer I've known since I was 17. And, that's why I feel like everything they do in your life, it's like little bits of a puzzle that's going to add up later on in your life. You don't know where you're meeting these people, but for a reason we've stayed friends, and he came over here and I told him also I have this podcast idea, maybe you can help me out. What kind of cameras do I need? What do I need to buy? What kind of equipment? What team? Is it a lot of money? Is it a big investment? Maybe I can't afford it. I don't know what to do. And he's like,
and look where you are.
He said, don't stress. Just buy the latest iPhone.
Exactly.
Buy these DJI mics that I got,
Yes.
And
now
you start.
Exactly. And now you interviewed 50 guests, iconic people from Marbella, and it must have been so learning and
it's just so rewarding.
Therapeutic, rewarding.
Yeah.
So what do they teach you, these people? How do you?
It's so crazy to explain, but I think every time I finish a conversation with someone, it's almost like my cup is full again. I learn so much, and also I'm quite picky with my guests. I get a lot of suggestions, and I'm like, I don't want to decline anyone, but I say like, I'll keep you in a list until.
So what defines
this moment
when picking a guest? Like what do you
Honestly,
do you feel? What do you go on? Like what is the gut feeling, or what kind of person
You said it. It's like a gut feeling.
Yeah.
And you know, we women have it, and
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
like I just listen to my intuition or something that will resonate with me, or this person that I'm quite interested in. I want to sit down with her or him for an hour or two and pick their brain and ask them questions. So I kind of go actually. Maybe it's a bit selfish. I'm thinking like I'm just really interested in you. I'd like to.
I want to learn from you. Share your secrets, share your dreams.
Yeah, Marbella is so varied. You know, we have so many different people here.
I'm very inspired how you really touch. You go very deep. These people really open up to you. Like you do it in a very soulful and respectful way, and I think that's a strength, and that is really something I admire about you. How your interview technique.
Thank you. I don't think I have a technique.
You're very good at making people feel comfortable and comfortable. Yeah, and secure. And
maybe that's something that like it's natural to me. Yeah. But I also know that people just like to talk about themselves. You know, I've listened to a lot of podcasts.
But they get very personal, and that's not everyone has that ability to get people.
I leave them the space. And I ask them the questions.
And especially in the podcast, you know, opening up about their
but also
private lives.
The way we do it, and especially when I started with my iPhone.
It's all about you.
But I told them, listen, this is just an iPhone. There's I'm not Oprah. I don't have 6 cameras. No one's zooming in your face. This is not live.
No.
You say something wrong, listen, I'll cut it out.
But you do it very respectful and very caring.
And I feel like I create them a safe space that, you know, I'm not trying to get the worst thing out of you or the best thing out of you or a headline or something. I'm doing it to actually just sincerely know about you.
Yeah, and you can really feel that. Yeah, and the
don't
audience feel that you're sincerely interested in the person, and I like that. It's very honest, and it's very deep, and it's very beautiful, like loving, and
I don't have like a hidden agenda to get like the big headline
No, I want to dig and I want to find out about this.
I want to find the gossip that you did that to who.
No.
Yeah, will get me 1 million clicks, but then what?
No, exactly.
I think
exactly.
Yeah, I just think there's deeper values.
So tell me about who is your dream guest? Your dream guest?
No.
No.
But I know you keep saying no. I'm gonna ask you some questions
no,
also.
No. Your dream guest.
Yes. Of course, I have like a dream list, and
like
I don't want to say all the names, but one of the names that I'm really fascinated and is almost
someone
like
that inspires you, like a person that motivates you.
Someone who has a house in Marbella.
Is living in Marbella. Yes. Wow.
I mean, it's still Marbella based. I am thinking to me.
You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but we're super. You got me really curious.
And I've actually met him.
It's not me.
It is you, but you're not up for it. You're half up for it.
No, I'm the interviewer.
You'll be up for it. Actually,
we need a cocktail for Tene here, bartender.
Sorry.
Señor.
Una
mimosa más, por favor. Gracias. Yes.
So
we want to hear the secrets.
My dream guest is. What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the question.
Actually, my dream guest would be Novak Djokovic.
Wow.
I really like. Of course, we admire him for his accomplishments.
I can give him a call later on, and I'll fix an interview.
You see, that's how easy it is. You just like. But I know he lives, part-time here. His brother has actually a tennis academy
he's here very often,
And
that would be really interesting.
But I just really admire his
tell
mindset,
me why.
The way he carries himself.
Yes.
What he's accomplished is insane, but yet he manages to be so humble. What he had to go through also during the COVID times, and he's just like resilience and the way he carries himself and the way he is, and I don't know, I just really admire that person.
And is there one of your 50 guests that you have interviewed that you can say today that touched you, that like he or she left like a mark like on me, and this was a special interview. This was just what pops like
first in my head. I would say, to be honest, John Brenmo has really inspired me. I've interviewed him twice now, 10th episode and the 49th, and is someone that also we talk about manifesting.
Do you know Joe? Did you know? Or just through the interviews?
I've never met him before. I really admire the companies he built.
Who is John? Tell me just a little bit.
Like, so John Brenmo,
who is John for you?
He was the founder of Forum, which people all know now.
Yeah.
But before that, and because I've been here a while, I think I've been here around 15 years. I think they came here around 13 years ago. They started building a company called Antima.
Yeah.
And I just followed their journey from day one onwards. I saw the houses they were building because my partner was in real estate. So I knew a lot about the houses, and I was working also for a real estate company with social media. So I was following all the listings, all the new houses. And then I just saw these houses popping up that they were stunning. They were beautiful. They were like out of my Pinterest boards. I was like, who is building these houses?
So
and it was John.
so he's one of the like creators of Marbella,
For
like
me,
one of
definitely. He's brought this
and he's
class,
still
this
class,
style,
yeah.
you know, and I love the fact that
He's
works.
been investing in Marbella,
Yeah, and bringing the timeless
Yeah,
and the
yes,
old money
yes,
vibes that
yes,
we
yes,
love, you know,
exactly,
because we have all of
exactly.
that champagne sprays and.
But now
the tacky
his
things
whole
that we
family is
don't need.
kind of involved in this,
That's what I love, that
creating
he
the
has a
lifestyle
family company.
with his daughter working with interior design
Exactly.
and
that's what I admire. And he has a marriage of 42 years old.
That's
42 years,
Yeah,
so
marriage.
old marriage. They've been together 42 years old.
okay, that's another podcast.
I mean, I'm telling
John,
when I was interviewing him,
we need to have an interview.
like for me, this is the biggest accomplishment.
Yeah, such a
you
lovely
know,
man.
because you know Marbella can be a
Yes,
tricky place
yes, yes.
for relationships, for
Yes,
people.
yes.
I think Marbella is either like it's gonna make you or break you.
Totally.
It is a place where
he has some good
there's
secrets.
a lot of temptation
Yes.
here. You know, there's so much party going
This
on.
is the question that pops now after some mimosa. Shall we
No, there is
continue?
really like some people. I think for some people, Marbella can be a dangerous place if
So-
you're not too careful and you don't have that self-control.
No. So what was his secret to survive and to stay like to?
I think he has
both
very
professionally,
good values,
yeah,
very
va-
good values from early onwards, and he knows.
But he's
what he
Norwegian,
wants.
and
yeah, and he has really clear vision, and I think it all starts from values.
Wow.
It's like what you value, and he keeps on building
Yeah,
and doing, and
yeah,
I really
yeah.
admire him. And of
Beautiful.
course, I had this kind of. You know, he was like the first guest I was really nervous
Yes,
about.
wow.
It was my 10th guest, but I was really nervous, you know.
Yes.
And actually, I wanted to interview the daughter, who I saw her sometimes in Pilates classes, and she was so friendly. And I said, "Oh, so I love the work." And she said, "Could I interview you?" And I said, "No, I'm quite private." But my
Yes,
father,
yeah,
you could ask my
yeah,
father. I'm like, "Yeah, right, your
yes,
father, like,
yeah.
says all the time."
But
somewhere.
he's also private, and he has
He is
integrity. This
quite-
is what I feel like. He's this.
And I'm really grateful that he gave me a chance to interview him. And after that, he actually, Sundon became a sponsor of my podcast,
That's
which
amazing,
was
yeah.
like another manifestation for me. And I love, you know, the
Yes.
work they do. And it was
Yes.
just incredible to be representing Sundon and to be filming there. I could film him for him and all my guests. And it was just like, honestly, I was like grateful every time I walked in there. And then, yeah, just to see, I mean, sometimes I wouldn't say like John is a celebrity, but for in my head it was like I've created this image that they're so amazing, and then to sit down and then for them to be so normal and human and open and nice and kind, then you just realize how, you know, we're all the same
Exactly,
at a certain level,
exactly,
you know.
exactly.
And and don't judge anyone until you know more about them.
Exactly.
You know.
And all these people, they bring
Thank
so much
you.
to Marbella, and they make Marbella grow, and they make Marbella a better place, and they bring,
Yeah, and that's what I want to show with Marbella,
Yeah,
that there is
yeah.
so much opportunity
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
so many different people
creative
in here.
people, entrepreneurs, people that
really
bring a
make
lot
your-
of good,
yeah.
good reputation to Marbella, and
No, I mean, there's the good and the bad of Marbella.
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course,
saying
of
Marbella
course.
is
But this is
the,
life. It's-
you know,
it's-
exactly. I mean, even in New York, you have the whatever it is, robberies and criminals. There will be that. When there is
Marbella
a lot of
is
money,
a little bit is extreme, of course, the people and what people bring, but that's also what defines Marbella and what makes us grow so fast and bring so much people here and attention and color and
Yeah.
people are
And in the end, I think the place is kind of as good as the people are here.
exactly
you know?
exactly.
And I do think we're attracting
Yeah.
so many
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah,
people here.
yeah.
And actually, number, like, let's say 2 on my list of people
yes.
who I want to interview
Yes.
is, do you want to know?
Of course I do. of
It's someone
course.
also who lives, I think, part-time here or partly here, is the owner of Spotify, Daniel Ek. And I know he's like
Okay, I'm gonna call him
extremely
tomorrow.
private.
I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
But I mean, never say never. Never say never. And if you're watching this, like,
Yes, yes,
just
yes,
like
yes.
we do like a 10
Yes,
minute interview.
yes, yes,
I'd love
yes.
that. I'd
Yeah,
love to
that-
pick his brain.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Yes.
wonderful people moving
love-
here.
Amazing. Imagine
Yeah.
all the inspiring people coming to Marbella.
Yeah,
And
there's
this
so
is-
many
this is- this-
nationalities,
yes,
which I love. I mean, I
exactly.
have Estonian friends, Polish,
Yes,
Persian,
yes.
I don't know, Russian, Swedish, Norwegian, Belgium.
yeah.
You name a nationality, and
Yeah.
I'll probably tell you
The
I've met them.
diversity is beautiful, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. But it's not really Spain.
No,
No.
no. It's true that Marbella is like a bubble.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, if, let's say, my kids will be raised here, I do want them to be
How do you feel?
traveling
How do you
around
feel
after.
around like raising your kids in Marbella? Like your kids coming into the teenager years, and
We'll see
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No, my kids
Yeah.
are too young for
yeah,
that.
yeah. You
my
feel
kids
you're
are-
living like in the moment here and
they're
now.
still
and
like
yeah,
in the
yeah.
baby, not baby bubble, but
baby
they're
bubble,
like
yeah,
4 and
yeah.
7. So I can still keep an eye on them. Let's see what happens when they're
But
older.
but also there's so many. The younger generation, the young people are really seeking their way here to Marbella. It's a lot of young people coming here.
Exactly, yeah.
What are your best tips for the young generation?
Who is coming
Because they
here.
are like kind of evolving Marbella and building Marbella, and also
think,
there's
like-
a lot of young people feeling that they can, you know,
There is opportunity here.
opportunities here.
Yeah.
And
But I would say, don't get caught up in the lifestyle of just, party and beach clubs
yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
That's great. And we all do that,
Yeah,
the ones
yeah,
who come here
yeah.
in the holiday. That's all great.
Yeah.
But what I think you need to succeed in any place is be hardworking, be resilient, do what you promise, and just be adaptive and don't be scared. Like, even if maybe that job offer is not exactly what you wanted, you are going to learn something from there. You are going to learn. I've learned so much from each little job that I've taken. Even when I was 12 years old, I was washing dishes, as a summer job. And then they let us waiter a little bit. I was like so eager and so fun. And I think you learn from each little job, no matter how insignificant it might feel at that time. Or when I was doing the online magazine, I started doing some stories, then I was doing some interviews, then I was doing some backing, then I was selling advertising, and I was thinking also, this is not maybe really what I want to do for the rest of my life. But learning all those little skills, I've used every little skill,
Yeah.
I think now, in
Exactly.
my
And
life
look-
and in my job.
And look where you are now. So tell
Yeah.
me, business partner,
Yes.
you have to tell your audience what we do, the classes and cocktails.
So,
Where
yeah.
are we, and what are your dreams, and where are we heading? And
I can't believe we're
what
doing
do
the
you-
third edition
yes,
now.
Yes,
Third edition.
The third
of Closets
edition.
and cocktails. But maybe you want to tell.
No, I want
people
to hear.
about
No,
Closets
we
and
want to
Cocktails.
hear about you.
Well,
I want to hear.
I had this idea of Closets and Cocktails for, I think actually when I started doing the podcast, then like I said, I was eager to create something. I had this bubbly energy inside to do something. And I was actually pitching this idea to 2 other people that I really want to create this market.
Yeah.
And because we had that in Estonia.
Yes, yes.
And I don't take credit for it because this is probably around the world. But it's like, Marbella needs this. We
Yeah.
have these Saturday markets, but it's all
Yeah,
the kind
yeah.
of same flowers and Chinese things, and like we don't need more of that. I said we need this pre-loved market where people are coming to sell their things. They're selling their energy in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, and it's not just that.
No,
Like,
and
no.
it's like a community and women coming
Exactly.
together and the
Families
style and
coming
the fashion.
together, yes.
So then I met you.
Yay!
And
we
it
had
was
some nice business ideas.
Yeah, we
before-
have some other ideas
We have
that
some
we're gonna
other
do.
business ideas.
But
yes.
then I think I spoke to you about
But also
the
when you meet the
idea.
right person, imagine
think
how just
so.
dreams, grow
And you understood my
we
vision.
understood
like
each other
Yeah, you
totally.
were like, exactly. I'm
Totally.
Like,
We didn't force anything. We
No.
just got to know each other in the most natural way, and we just let it
Do you
grow
remember
naturally.
how we met?
How
How we met?
I
I don't remember like the exact moment.
I
Oh,
think
do you remember?
yes.
Yeah?
I do remember when I first saw you. How can I forget that?
Yeah.
How can I forget that? Of
Tell me,
course
'cause
I
I don't
remember.
remember. Tell
But
me.
it wasn't when we clicked, but I just remember. I remember you because you really, you somehow
out.
you stayed here in my heart, and I
Aw.
just you inspired me. You were
you.
beautiful. You were cool. And we were doing a bar class together. We were training together. Yes,
Oh my
with
God.
Julio.
But that was ages
Yes,
ago.
yes.
Yeah.
But I remember that meeting, and I remember
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
remember your
Yeah.
kids. They were babies,
Small,
small,
yeah.
and we
Yeah,
trained together a
that's
couple of
true.
times. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
and
Julia
and
was
that
great.
was like we said hi to each other. We had a
Yeah.
nice vibe training
Yeah.
together. It was uplifting, and then
Yeah.
but then
And how many
did we-
women of the bar class are now in Closets and Cocktails?
exactly all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Nari is
Yeah.
there.
Lucia,
Franca is there. So
yeah,
this is
it's-
beautiful how the circle kind of, how
like I mean,
how
like I
these
think
women
also these little connections that you make.
exactly on the way.
Yeah, they will just.
And this
you
is
don't
what
know
that's why
sometimes why you meet
but that's why I
people.
think it's so important to always be nice and humble. You never know where
can
this
go.
person will
Yeah.
take you or why you met this person or and I felt that with you, like I'm not forcing a connection, I'm not forcing
Yeah.
that we're gonna anything, but I felt you had something and we had fun
Yeah,
together training.
yeah. Every time
we
I saw
had-
you, I was like, oh, we have fun.
Yeah,
And
we
then
always
once
have
we
fun,
started
yeah.
talking about the fashion stuff, I was like,
I felt a
we should
click.
do it. Yeah, I just also felt like.
Yeah,
we
but you
just
also,
did it.
but you were also in another situation in life with small
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
and but also I can see how you have changed as a person, how you have evolved. It's like it's a different Tene I'm talking to, which I love women that embrace the growth and the challenges and the journey ahead. So I really just want to say I'm proud of you where you are and where you're going, and I see all the possibilities ahead of
Yeah,
you and
the same with you.
and how you
I don't-
challenge Class into Cocktails and life and all other businesses that
Yeah.
you do and how you help people, especially a big heart, how you help people. I love that.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's the best compliment I think you can.
Yes,
Anyone can.
but
get.
how was
Thank
your
you.
first meeting with me? Do you remember it?
Well, I do remember now the bar classes.
Yeah.
But then I remember somehow we just started to be in the same events together, wasn't it?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the same event here and the same at Karoline again.
yeah,
Caroline
yeah.
again. It was
I'm
almost
not.
the
I'm not
universe.
going everywhere.
No, and me neither. Obviously, I have kids, so I was like, I can't go everywhere
we
either.
have families
So,
and, yeah.
but suddenly we were in the same
Yeah,
place at the
I
same time. It
remember.
was almost like universe was like, okay, you two little just like on the chessboard, ding ding ding, always going
Yeah,
together.
but that doesn't mean that you're gonna have a business together.
No, but then I think we spoke about the idea, and you were like, "Yeah, why not? Why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Let's start exploring." But I like how everything is flowed supernaturally with you.
yes.
We don't push it. We're like,
Oh, the-
"Now we gotta do it. We gotta do
No,
it."
no. We never
it's just
forced
like
anything.
Supernaturally, things
And we
just
actually
flow.
start with another business idea, which
Yes,
later
which is
on.
what? Do you want to tell people? Because I don't
No,
think
don't
that
share
this-
it. Don't share because it we might
okay. This
do
is
it
so
later.
exciting because I do think we're gonna
Yes,
do it. I really
this-
want to do it in June, actually.
Yes,
Don't
this
you
is
wanna
about.
do it?
This is about. Give it a little teaser.
This is about connections and
Yeah,
cocktails.
connections and cocktails.
I think
Yes,
it'll be something
yes.
really, really
I think
exciting
Marbella
and
needs
really-
that.
I think so. I think so.
Definitely. And this is something I love how we try things out. We talk about it together. We get the word out. We get the dreams out. We get the business idea, and then we kind of,
Yeah.
communicate and we test it out. And yeah, it's
and
been
I'm really proud of where we've gone
Yeah,
with Closeted
yeah.
Cocktails. I feel like it's,
amazing.
We've only
and-
done two.
Yeah.
So basically, people who don't know what Closeted Cocktails
yeah.
is,
And
it's
you
like
have to tell them when is the number 3
Three.
edition.
third edition on the 6th of June in Boho Club. It's a Saturday from 1 to 7 p.m. I mean, everyone is welcome. Mainly, of course, the target is the women because we are shopaholics.
No, but everyone, the
but
kids, the
everyone,
families,
bring
the
your-
men,
exactly.
everyone.
'Cause it's
That's
a
the thing. Everyone's welcome.
family-friendly place. The kids can run around. We have a live DJ. We have a tarot corner. We have
It's
you
for
know these
everyone.
women selling amazing,
Yes.
amazing jewels. You know.
Cool women.
And it's
so
just a
inspiring.
community to
Yeah.
network, to
Network,
enjoy.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
So-
for free, right?
Yeah, there's free entry,
Yeah,
so come
yes.
along. And we will also be working with Debra, who is
Yeah,
a local
the
charity.
charity,
They
yeah.
have a charity stand there. We'll have a raffle where we're raising money for all the Debra charity. With the raffle, any business want to donate the prices, they're all welcome. And yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Debra charity is supporting women, well, all kids mainly with a very rare genetic disease where the skin is like flaking and they really need bandages and it's painful disease. So they're really bringing awareness to that. They're helping these families. It's a beautiful charity. And they have also charity shops, which is why I think we make such a good connection with them, because you can also donate your clothes, donate your items, your toys. That is what I've been doing. I've been taking always them to Debra shops.
Exactly.
And actually they raise the most money through these charity shops,
Yeah.
which is incredible.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
and people
yeah.
do take like even their branded things to the
Yeah,
Debra shops. I mean, the stuff that I bought from there it's insane. So go and check out their shops, because I mean, you can find probably some Louis Vuitton bags or something there, you know. They really
Yeah,
have great
yeah.
things.
Amazing, Tene. So before we end this podcast, I have some just quick questions.
Yeah.
What is Marbella for you? Just like in one sentence.
A state of mind. I would say. Marbella is a state of mind, and you really got to be careful what kind of state of mind you're in when you come here.
Yeah,
because really you can, Marbella can make you or break you. So really be aware of that. But really, because you can meet incredible people here, or you can really, Marbella can take you down. So be careful.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Tene. And happiness comes from
the little things and enjoying the present moment. There's nothing like the present moment. That's all we have. The past is gone, the future, we don't know. We don't know if we have tomorrow promised, but we have today. So,
cheers to that. Bartender, señorita, una mimosa más, por favor.
Thank you.
And right now, what are you most excited about?
Most excited about, of course, the future and the new plans and just what's possible. Because when you believe in manifesting and when you believe in all these things, anything is possible. So I think already that thought should excite you. Anything is possible.
But you're living proof of that. That anything is possible.
I don't come from money. I come from a very simple background. A mom of two raising us, and and here I am. I'm on the beach, sitting, talking to you, and
living
I get
the
to
life.
Do this podcast.
And you've been,
honestly, I'm really grateful and just dream
It's so
big.
beautiful to hear.
And I like push myself to dream bigger. Sometimes I do feel like we're still limiting our dreams, but just dream bigger, dream better. Like learn how to, like, imagine even bigger and better. I think that's the skill we need to learn now.
So, what is success for you? Like,
success to me, I think, is to love and be loved. I think that's probably the most beautiful thing you can feel in this lifetime. Because if you don't have love in your life, no money is going to even make sense to you.
Exactly.
No item, no job, no accomplishment. You don't have love in your life, whether it's a partner, friends, family. I think love is, in the end, it's all we need.
It's what drives us. It's a meaning with life. So the biggest mistake people make is
judge people.
Yeah.
I think so.
And not choosing love
judge too fast.
Judge too fast.
Because also judging is sometimes, usually, it's
but
a
it's
negative
something.
thing,
But it's
right?
something I think the person has within, lacking or
Themselves.
emptiness or insecurity or
and also not knowing themselves. I
yeah.
think that's where also the judging comes from. If you know yourself and if you know your triggers and you kind of work through them, then whatever triggers you or you judge, it's actually a problem inside of you, isn't it? So I feel like, get to know yourself. It's probably the best skill you can develop.
Yeah. And what has motherhood taught you, like your kids and where you are as a mom, 40 years old, with your life experience?
Motherhood has taught me unconditional love, honestly, that you hear about it, but I don't think you really understand and comprehend it until you have kids. How beautiful it is, unconditional love, whatever they do or say, or you
how they inspire, how they
always
teach you to
that.
become a better person,
Exactly.
and the drive they give you and the motivation, and
we go back to love.
Yes, it is. We come back to love. Cheers to love, then. But now,
Cheers. Well, I'm gonna fill up your cup.
Okay.
I'm gonna
we share like we do.
Sharing is
Sharing is caring. Yes.
Cheers.
Tene, thank you so much.
Thank you, Karoline.
Thank you.
Is there any last words you want to say?
Tell me, Tene, what kind of mark do you want to leave on people? Because you're very creative and you do so much for Marbella and for the community and inspiring women. And so, what do you want to leave in Marbella when you leave Marbella?
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows what's going to happen?
What is your
my legacy? I just want to inspire people to be better, to not be afraid, to go for the dreams, live in the moment. Life is short, just do what you really want to do and listen to your heart. I think get to know yourself, listen to your heart, and like Joe Dispenza said also, what would love do? What would love do at this moment? Just don't think about what everyone else is thinking about you doing. Just think, what is your calling? What would you really like to do? And that's what I really like to do also. I try to sometimes block out all the noises of this one person, that one person, and just that's why I think meditation is really good. You're coming back to yourself.
Come back to yourself.
And just thinking, what is it actually that I want? Because I think with nowadays with social media, you can get caught up with, oh, this one said that, and this friend thinks I should do that, and my mom thinks that. Okay, but what do you think? Do you even know what you think? What do you want? So I think really if we listen to ourselves and come back to ourselves.
You're really good at that. Listen to yourself. And
I don't think I was before. I think it's something that I've kind of developed. Maybe I was also. I mean, I have done, decisions from the heart and tried, but I think now it's become more of a practice, that I do it automatically. There's your drink. Here you go.
Here's my drink. Oh,
thank you so much.
Should I have another one? Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Would you like two of them?
I still have some. It's all right.
Yes,
it's okay.
Thank you so much.
It's okay.
So, honey,
thank you, Karoline.
look at the last question. I have another one. Looking back, what is the best advice you would give your younger self?
Just keep going. Just keep going and always decide from the heart. Like, never let anyone tell you what to do. Just, I think we all know what's best for us in our heart, even if it's, like I said, on paper seems the right thing to do. Just
anything you regret you would do differently, or
I don't like to regret. I've not been perfect. I think I try to become a better person, and I think becoming a mother, you do become a more understanding person, less judgmental. I've been quite stubborn in the past. Sometimes I've been like, I know this is right, and I must tell that person that this is right.
But now,
just let it go. And I also feel like, who says also what's right and what's wrong? What is black and what is white? What is right for her? Maybe it's right for her. That's not right for me, okay, but who am I to say? I'm not the judge of everyone's life. That's what I feel like. I think becoming older is going to teach you less judgmental, don't judge so much. Not yourself either, and not others, I think you're gonna have way easier and better and happier life if you do that. So
beautiful, Tene.
Yeah, it's the best advice I could give to anyone.
Thank you for sharing your life story and who you are. It feels that I know you even better. I didn't know.
There's so much more to come.
Of course it is, and it's a never-ending talk. But thank you for being open and deep, and
I'm really excited to have you as a business partner, have you as a friend, and just to show people how amazing. I really hope that this is what people take out of this podcast: is the variety of people we have, the variety of stories, the variety of professions you can have and do here. You can, even like Millie, someone I interviewed, I think she was in episode 7. She was kind of not starting out, she had kind of her following, but now she just opened her studio, her own studio. She's having a baby. Like, I've seen her journey. She's done so well.
It's so interesting.
Really, you can be successful with anything. Just do it from your heart.
And do it in your own pace, in your own way, and not follow your heart and create something that's a niche, that is you, and that is passionate.
And there's so much opportunity still in Marbella.
Don't copy, don't do, just we need different, unique things here, definitely. And we need women coming together, supporting each other.
Of course, always.
So cheers to you.
Thank you. Cheers to you, and cheers to Marbella Life. Cheers to Closet and Cocktails.
Definitely, and see you at the Closet and Cocktails.
Must come to the next event, and we'll see who the 51st guest is. Do you have any suggestions for the next guest? Maybe you have like a good suggestion.
I do, but I have to call him first and see if it's available.
Okay, Novak, we're gonna call you.
We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for listening.
And don't forget to subscribe. Share with your friends, please. Like, if you like it, obviously you like it. If you've watched it so far, I hope you like it. So if you like it, show some love, because this little subscribe and this little share, it means a lot to us. So, and I also want to actually thank someone behind the camera. Vasi. Can't see him, but he's here, and he's been with me already 10 episodes now. It's been a while, and I manifested him actually as well, because I was really looking for someone who not only can put up some cameras, anyone can do that, but someone who would have a vision, have very good energy, and it's just like a pleasure to work with. So I'm really thankful to Vasi and your help, and he is launching his own podcast, so stay tuned. I'm really excited.
A lot of things
You'll hear it first here.
To look forward to, Maybe he'll be the next guest. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But thank you.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tene.